Hello again, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Emmanuel and I'm currently a second year cybersecurity student from the Federal University of Technology, Minna, as of the time of making this video. So yes, in this video today, I'm going to share with you guys a few things to know how FUT considers students in terms of admission. So there are a few factors FUT is to consider when they want to offer students admission. So yes, whether you have a very high cutoff mark, you have the student, you're this sort of student that you merit everything. Sometimes FUT will just change the whole circle for you. So I want you to please watch till the end of this video so that you understand what I'm trying to say in essence. You understand how FUT admissions work. So just as other universities of other states have their own criteria, so FUT as well has its own criteria when it comes to admission. So yes, the first on my list here I have is indigenization. So indigenization is one thing FUT used to consider as well. So what do I mean? If you're this person that is from Niger State, it places you high when it comes to admission. Trust me. I start to understand this thing when I was interacting with a few of my classmates regarding how they were able to get admission. And there are people that have a very, very good score, a very high score, but they later end up not getting what they actually wanted. But these people have the course, they have more than the cutoff mark a bit, but they were given that courses. So I asked them how far. They said, okay, there's this thing that yes, when you're from this state, and so this thing plays out in almost every university in Nigeria. It gives this sense to the indigene that we also have a place in university, because this university is found in our land. We have a privilege as well. So this is really one thing FUT is to consider as well. So if you're actually student from Niger State, you have this high chance of gaining your admission very easy, especially if you hit up that cutoff mark, the cutoff point the university demands. So yeah, that's for indigenization. So the second I have here is your JAMB point. So the truth is FUT no longer conducts any written exam. It is just online application. You apply it, you get screened, that is all. So yes, FUT is a school that offers admission based on merit. I won't lie to you. I am a testimony of this. I got my admission in the first batch. I think I had about 253 or so. I was placed around 527 people in the top list. So yes, that was in the first list. So I realized that this university considers students based on merit. And trust me, the first batch of admission were people that were just on merit. They have more than the cutoff point demanded. So this is really one criteria FUT works with. So you see first batch and second batch, most of those people work on merit, or they hit that particular cutoff, or they have points a bit more than what the university wants, like the cutoff mark. So this is one thing that will place you high. So if you're a student that is having a very high cutoff point, I want to tell you that at least you have a place in the university, when to be considered when they're going to give admission. So yeah, that's for that. So if you're a student who has not written JAMB, I want you to please do your best in your JAMB. If you have written your JAMB already and you have a very good score, then just keep hoping and praying that the admission favors you. But if you are still in secondary school, just strive hard during your exam so that you try to it's going to be easy for you to gain your admission, because we have some courses that are very competitive here. You see courses like engineering, when it comes to electrical engineering, mechatronics, civil engineering. Most of engineering courses are highly competitive here. So we also have courses like cybersecurity, computer science. Those courses are fucking sorry for using that word, fucking, like the competition is like there's a very high competition for that course, because yeah, that's for that too. But the student that has a very high JAMB point, they place you above when it comes to admission. So the third point that can easily consider you for admission is if you are in the catchment area. Now, what do I mean by catchment area? You are within the neighborhood of Niger State. Now, for instance, Niger State is found in the north central. So we have states like Nasarawa, Kogi State, Plateau State, Benue State. We have Abuja as well. and Kwara. So all these courses are found within the North Central. So FUT tries to see that, oh, let's consider these people. They are like our neighborhood state in the fact that we are found in the same region. So FUT used to consider this stuff as well. So because I will, because I'm actually from one of these states. I won't mention the state actually, from one of these states, and most often when my people apply FUT, they always get what they want so far as they hit that very jam point. Although some instances they used to change course, but trust me, if you are found within this state, it's very easy for you to gain admission, because the truth is, there is this regional collaboration they used to have to foster growth, because sometimes their students used to come to our state, so our state self will favor them. Sometimes, as in the case of me, I have to come to Niger State, and so it's actually favor me because I am from this very catchment area. But I'm not in any way saying that if you are not found in this region, you will not gain admission. You will gain it, but then your JAMB score will really, it is the JAMB score that will help you and place you above. So this brings us to the fourth point that will actually consider you for an admission in FUT, which is your O-level result. So I've talked of JAMB score already, having a very good JAMB score. Now your O-level has to be good, in the sense that there is no UTME. There is a way the system used to grade its students. There is a way they grade you to see that, oh, you meet up with this. But the truth is, during the post-UTME process, you will not see the score. You won't see the score. That's the truth. So if you try and have a very, very good O-level result, if your result is good with A's and B's, place you this high chance, you are having a very good JAMB point, and also combined with your O-level together, it is very easy for you to get admission to FUT. So that's just, if you're a student that has all these A's, C, 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 D, D, what have you. In fact, nobody might accept the D these days. So yes, try and work on your O-level. If you're just still in secondary school, try to see that you have a very, very good O-level at the end of the day. And for those that are still having, even though your O-level is not good, try to work well in your JAMB point, so that when the system calculates everything, you will try to see that, oh, it places you in a very good grade at the end of everything. Because if they start showing every student the grading points, then trust me, I don't think anyone can even stand a chance of getting that very point they want to see. So yeah, that's one consideration for to gain admission in FUT. In as much as I've spoken about things that will really help you to gain admission easy, I think I need to let you know that things that could deny you of not gaining admission. Number one, if you're not from the catchment area, it's going to be hard for you. Trust me, you might get the admission, but you might not get what you want, because of there's this child competition of students competing for that very course. So the first of all consider their indigene, people with high school. So if you're a student coming with a very, very low JAMB point, and you're not even from this, your O-level is very poor, trust me, you will not gain admission to that very course you want, or you will even totally get admission as well. So yeah, that's how it works as well. So another case is that you might get the admission, but you might not get that very course you want. They might even they'll send you to a very different faculty. You actually apply engineering and you end up seeing yourself getting mathematics. These things are common. You can apply cybersecurity, you end up seeing yourself studying information technology. This one is even considerable because you are still found within ICT faculty. So it has been a common thing, and this mostly works in the third badge and the subsequent badges after the third badges. This is where they try to like call it like they change your destiny. These are things, common things as a result of the X factor I just mentioned. If sometimes it's just the way they felt like let's give the student a very course. And the truth is, we have some courses that students don't used to apply. Let's take for example mathematics and other courses. It's just that very, if you go to the maths department, most of them will tell you that this is not what they applied for. And this has just been the true reality about FUT for some ages now. Nobody is willing to apply mathematics. Math is hard. So the truth is, when you do not really meet up with what FUT wants you to meet up with, they will send you to those faculty, or you might not end up not getting the admission. So yes, so that's just it. So if you're an aspirant of FUTMINNA, I want you to consider these factors. But the truth about it is, work well in your JAMB point. Have a very, very good JAMB point. It displays you higher. And yeah, lastly, I also encourage you to please believe and trust in God. Be a Muslim or Christian. it is one thing to actually apply for a school, and you have to pray so that God will favor you, and God will favor you so that you gain your admission. So this now brings us to the end of this video. So if you're actually an aspirant, a fresher, or someone who is interested in FUT, hit the subscribe button, like this video, share this video, and drop a comment in the comment section. So what kind of video do you want me to make about FUT? What do you really want to know about FUT? Just drop them in the comment section. So if you're an aspirant of cybersecurity, or you are just fresh into cybersecurity in FUTMINNA, then I am here to help you guys. So as I've said in the beginning part of this video, I'm currently a second year cybersecurity student as of the time of recording this video. So yeah, I could be of help to you if you're actually interested in anything that has to do with cybersecurity science in the FUT. So yes, that's all for this video. Once again, hit that subscription button, like this video, and also share. So yeah, I'm going to see you guys in my next video.